Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons. Oh god, what even was that voice? Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons. I kind of want to leave the king there, because... Where even are we? We sort of need to get to the furnace room for a hot minute just so that I can obtain a thing. Is there... Yeah, no, there's nothing else in here. So let's just keep going. For some reason, this room doesn't count as a screen transition. This screen transition doesn't count as a screen transition. Unless it does. Oh, huh, apparently it does. Wait, that's where I'm supposed to... Wait the fuck. Wait the fuck. Where am I going? Is there another way through there? Am I going to need to take this friend some... Oh, wait, yeah, I know where we are. Never mind. I did a dumb. So, that room we were just in counts as the same thing as the place that was up here that we came through before with the earlier in the place in space and time. I understand life. So, that room to the right is the same room as the room you'd get to by going up and to the right through here. It's like, the next rightward screen transition, the room that takes us to counts as the same room that we were just in. I think. That's how the map makes sense. Why is it whenever we're in this room, I can't make logical sense of words? Are we going to need to wake this thing up again? Can I wake you up inside? Oh goody, going to shut me out of getting the last collectible in the game. Oh, hello. Hello, Riveren. I'm just gonna wake up the statue.
Defend the king.
How about no? I will... So, I was right. I wasn't really supposed to do this earlier by having a wind ball. I've already forgotten what they're called. A wind stone spinning in place to wake the... Like, this statue didn't... I wasn't supposed to wake it up when I did, but I did it anyway. Yeah, Riveren. I would say suffer.
He doesn't seem to like that noise. Ladies.
He says, knowing that Enril is in fact female or female identified. Well, that went well. Thing is...
Let's go after him.
I don't want Riveren himself to suffer because we know that Riveren isn't really a bad guy, it's just the mask. He's being masked at. I would rather like to get to the furnace, though, just so I can get the missing thing. There was a thing I saw. The ball is still here from that other time that we were here. Get up there. Why is this not responding to my wind? There we go. Nope, no, for some reason you only like slipstreams now. Why are you so fussy, wind sphere? There we go. I just felt like being fancy this time. What, are we gonna have a fight here involving this ball? No? Well, okay then, the king just sort of walking through the ball there. So where are we? We are in fact back to where we were. Well, you see, I kind of want to go down and get to the place. Well, we'll see what the game lets me do. Because we might end up in another scripted boss battle. I was going to say boss fight and boss battle at once.
He must have gone into the palace. Let's go after him.
I would like to, but... King, you wait there. I'm going to bumble ahead, and I will cut, and I'll come back. I will meet you there if I find something worth noting, if the game will let me. It will let me. Okay, I'll see you in a hot minute then. Alas, there is just dead-ass no way back through there. The floor's boarded up and there's no way of... See, this is unfortunate. As you can see, I lost health because there was a giant globe there and it got me trapped in a corner. So this is unfortunate because I wanted to go back to the furnace room. Maybe I can go back round the long way, but I don't really have time right now, so we'll just go in and see what happens. And the king will just sit there staring. Stare there, sitting. Now, does this count as a place? Does this place by any chance have two? It does have two. Okay. If I'm understanding how the game saves and loads correctly, then we can still go back and get the other, collectible thing. I don't think it changes the ending. I have no reason to believe that it would. Sing for me, robot child. It would be nice if the game gave me a bit more of a warning if I'm about to bumble into the final boss again, because, that would be the second time that's happened in this series, just sort of accidentally bumbling into... There, this looks like an arena. Well, just have you singing and hoping for the best. Okay. So there's stuff up there, there's stuff up there, the king's just bumbling around. I need to make sure the king stays arse protected. There is... Ah, I see, said the blind man as he took out his hammer and saw. Oh, can I break that by doing... Can I blow globs at these walls in hopes of the best? No? Okay. I'll figure this out eventually. Now, immediately... That worked! It didn't work before, then this time it did. Well, whatever. I guess I'm going up here, then. It would be nice if I could just exist. I'll just have the king sit there and sing. Right, if I stand on this, then I can bring that around, light that. Light him up, I'm on fire. Whoa, I'm radioactive in the dark. So what are we actually doing here? Just come on through, device boy. Device child. See, don't just stop. Now is the worst time for you to just stop in place. Oh good, Riveren's here. Not really sure. Oh, I need to make the thing sing. I need to make the thing sing. Which means that what I should do... Oh, there's a that. I shall grab that while I'm here. If I can... There we go. This music is actually positively jamming, to be perfectly honest. So I'll go to grab that, since we're in the vicinity. And I know that the king is safe, because he's between some doors. Now, is there any chance the other one is on this side? It is, what a surprise. Can I drop down from above? Can I make fiery things happen? I kind of can. No? Okay. I feel like I could so nearly cheese that. Well, it's fine. I'll just blow this open since I'm in the general vicinity. Or not. And also be eaten by a glob, just for good measure. See, why is it sometimes, but not always? If I could just leave that thought unfinished. Like, sometimes the ball thing actually... Like, sometimes it just dies in midair, and sometimes it doesn't. Can you not be killing me? It's rather rude. See, sometimes it just flings a glob, but sometimes the ball actually has momentum. You see, what is that? What is that bullshit? Well, whatever. Riveren, I have a puzzle to solve, so if you could stop trying to kill me, that would be most appreciated. But I appreciate what's going on with this. In all truth and honesty. And you could just cease existing? King, stop being a lazy pant. Stop panting lazily. Okay. Stand up, follow me. See, I understand the king's control scheme, it's just frustrating. Because if you tell him to slipstream somewhere, then he'll automatically stop automating when he gets to the end of the slipstream, which isn't really what you want him to do under any circumstances, really. You just want him to exist goodly. But immediately, this boss is so much better than the final boss of the first game. That sure is a noise. But yes, this is so much better than the boss of the first game, because it's so much more intuitive, and it all makes sense. Anyway, fruit, descend. And then try to follow me, King. I know you're not capable, but try to anyway. And don't eat that fruit, and fruit, please don't explode while I'm trying to guide my king person. And I'll just burn those friends while we're here. Go on. Be moving. Be movie. Which I slipped into an episode of Pikmin 3 recently. Okay. Oh, you just stole his head. Okay, fine. Yeah, yo, you do that, Riveren. You just steal his goddamn head. You're just up there now. That's a bit rude. There's a glob on his head. So mean. Who do you even think you are, Riveren? Well, I mean, you think you're the bloody Balasar encased in a mask, but still. I keep forgetting that I have the Jumbrella cape, by the way, which makes this so much easier. Riveren, aim for me. Just, please don't try to kill the king while I'm off-screen. Or while he's off-screen relative to me. I hope I don't randomly die because the king was being eaten. Oh, come on, he's right there. Well, this is just a mess now. A big, windy mess. There, is that good enough? I'll just pick you up and put you down. And get killed in a cutscene. Except I'm 2 on the ball, because Enril can exist outside of your space-time contingency cutscenes. And that wall just died at some point for some reason. Can you just not, Riveren? Like, I'm so done with your shit. Okay, we're gonna need to do some tag team shit here. That's fine, I'm okay with this. I'm not okay with being murdered in the face, though. Go on, Riveren. Not Riveren. King, person, friend, stand on the thing. I've come to terms with referring to him as the king because it is the king's ghost. And that makes a bit more, like, it's not just the king's device, it's the king's spirit possessing an automaton. So it's fine. It's words what I can say with my face. This, can I reiterate, is an excellent final boss, especially compared to Magmok. Like, Magmok was too reliant on implicit game mechanics. Sure, this involves, like, stuff that you've only just learnt at the very end of the game, but it also uses everything else. Like, it uses the umbrella cape, it uses the cyclone. It doesn't use the drill, but to be fair, it uses the cyclone, so that's good enough. It uses the vortex to get the king singing. It uses the king's controls. There we go. Have we defeated the mask? Have we rescued the son of the mask? The son of Yamask, that one Pokemon. Now, are we cutscening, or do I need to go back into the middle of the place of the town pants? The place of the town pants. Now, camera, please zoom out. I sort of need to see. See, just... all you had to do was zoom out so I could just do that. Come on, slipstream that berry. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure fruit. Riveren, what are you still doing here?
We need to hit him with something.
Can I hit him with this berry? Because that would just be glorious. Does this count for anything? Well, I would... There we go. Well, that completely missed, so... Unless I can hit him with a berry. See, at this point, it feels a bit cheaper. But I'll take it. Although, it doesn't help that he's firing a projectile, and then disappearing, and then reappearing elsewhere. Like... What is his hitbox? Wait, what hit him? Like... I didn't hit him, and it counted as a hit. Oh, it comes back down. Wait, to hit him with his own globs? That's kind of dumb. Did that work? Fall back down and bop him on the head. Fine, follow me slowly. That missed. What is the physics of this boss? There we go. Oh, he only has 3 hits. It looked like he had 4. Either that or I did 2 fucks of damage without realizing it. That's also a possibility. Well, good thing is projectiles move slowly and I'm good at aiming. There we go. I will demask you. I don't think I was supposed to have control of Toku there. Just swooping from side to side. Oh, Riveren, you poor unfortunate soul. It's not your fault you're possessed by the mask. Oh, the statue people are coming back to life. I can sort of see a throne in the background too. Are there implications at work? We rescued the Melodias. All in a day's twerk. And then just turns into like a multicolored disco party rave, and like Enril's just twerking her non-existent windy booty. And cheese. See, I'm hoping that I'm not... There we go. Magdi is alive after all. I told you it could be fixed by beating the game. I hope I'm not screwed out of getting that last collectible, though. I feel so bad. I've got every other one across the 2 games. Well, no, every single one. Not just every other one. Every other one, because I got all of them, apart from that one in the furnace room. Now, Glorbs, are you going to do a little bit of fucking off? Shall I kill you in a cutscene? I can't. I can't. Despite the, Enril turning into full colour. So that's the end of LostWinds, apparently. See, I had a feeling that I was going to end the series in this episode, and I'm not emotionally ready for it. I do intend to go back and, assuming it doesn't delete my save data for having beaten the game, I do intend to go back around a long way, get back to the furnace room, if I'm not permanently locked out of it, because that would be the dickiest thing on the planet. And, okay, so, just while the credits are rolling, thoughts on this game. Vast, vast improvement over the first game, but this wouldn't be as good without the first game to set it up, I will say. So, I would prefer it if the 2 games were just packaged as one long single game, like with no break in between, you know, without the first game being 5 episodes long and then just having an advert at the end. But you can get them, like, marketed as the Blossom package or Blossom bundle or something, where it's just both games packaged together, and then we just cut back to the title screen, because of course we do. So where do we get dumped out? At the start of the palace. Okay, that's fine. King Person, you can wait there. Do we still have numbers? Yes. Okay, well then I will meet you in the furnace room, if I can indeed get there. I suppose I should give my thoughts on the project in full while you're watching this footage of me scurrying back the long way around because there's no other way back. So, as I was saying, this game is good, it is better than its predecessor, but it doesn't hold up as well without its predecessor as context. So, I would recommend playing this. I recommend the PC version because, to me, the controls feel less clunky, but you do also have the WiiWare version as an option, I suppose. Like, they are... I do believe the Nintendo Wii shop, as opposed to the eShop, is still up and running, so I think you can still get it. If not, it is on Steam. It is really cheap. It is, like, really good sale price. Honestly, we're getting towards sale season anyway, so I guess you could pick it up for relatively cheap. So I do recommend it. If you see the Blossom package, maybe go after that, because it's both games together as one, as they really should be. But they're still packaged as two separate games. It's just that they haven't somehow mushed them together into one game. It's just they're just both there back to back in possibly the same .exe, maybe? Well, anyway, do give the game a try. As I said, I do think the mouse controls work better than the Wii pointer controls, just because it just feels clunky to use the like the Wii pointer and use the Wii remote for other stuff. I don't remember the specifics, but it's all down to personal preference. It's a good game, really nice art style, really distinct music style as well, and I remember playing the first game on the on console on the Wii, and I do remember the music did leave a really strong impression on me, just as far as like, oh, this is like a really strong aesthetic, and now it's the game that I think of every time I encounter that aesthetic in terms of music. Like, this is always where my brain goes. Anyway, I should probably stop rambling, because if I've edited this correctly, we are just about there, so back to me, live me, except this was recorded live as well as I was walking back. You don't need to know that. See you here. Hi. Okay, here we are. The hunt begins, and I can't draw a cyclone to save my life. There we go. Now, I will say, sort of a learning experience from having played back through this area. A compliment I can give to this game, the Jumbrella Cape does not feel as broken as it did in the first game, which is kind of a blessing and a curse, because I'm just trying to go about my business, acting as if I'm free. No one could have witnessed what you did to me. Conchita, that was a song. Anyway, I'm sort of disappointed at how, like, meh, quickly over and done with the whole closing scene was. Like, it's just, oh hey, the world's at peace, no text boxes, just, yeah, you did it. So, that could have been better, but, like, overall, still a good game. I'm still glad I played it. I'm still talking as if I'm reviewing it in post. Huh. Now, I will say, I have no idea where I'm actually going. So, this is the furnace room, right? I am commentating... Yes. So it's somewhere in here. Don't need to go any further that way. It's going to be somewhere up and... Well, it's vertical from here, I guess. I'm hoping that when I get there... Fine, I'll just Jumbrella Cape. I cannot draw a cyclone. Hopefully, I'll see the collectible thing and immediately understand why I didn't get it the first time. I'm hoping. Like, it's not just out in the open and I was a doof. Or maybe it was. Honestly, I would take that as well. Like, I suppose that is one half criticism, just that, like, the collectibles are kind of pointless progress markers. I mean, I don't dislike it by any means. I do like having this extra incentive to explore the world, but at the same time, kind of a little bit pointless. I'm hoping that it's in here, but, like, yeah, there it is, it's up there. Like, well, I mean, we could just test, that would be a really good idea. I don't know if you can... Oh, let's light the beacons of Gondor again, why not? Now, if I use a cyclone, can I get up there? Just barely. He says, completely missing. Well, it's fine, we have the Jumbrella Cape, so it's easier. And so, achievement gotten. So there we go. That is everything in this game. And the previous game. That is 100% completion across both games. I could have got that sooner, but hey, we have it now. So, enough rambling on my part. I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and honestly, this would be a normal length episode without all the heavy editing to, you know, speed through the bits that need speeding up. But still, I'm happy with how this game turned out. Go and obtain it for yourself, play it for yourself, have a fantastic time, and I'll see you back again on this channel again at some point soon for another game. Thanks for joining me, and see you then for that.